The is the 17 period the bathing beach has been brushed, says ecological engineering Jihad Abi Shakir. The period by the municipal government, the some 16 times by voluntary. The bathing beach, by the banks of the inland Kalb Polar of Beirut, is fair one of lot complete of waste how has cleaned up in the ramifications of a line of winter storms. For a nation how one day prided himself on its beautiful, the pictures of vile beaches how increased on public print are in confusion. He's a remind of which Lebanon one day was, and the chaos it has be. With 2015, Lebanon has been grappling in a nationality-wide waste meltdown. Current landfills are complete to rupture, and few towns and cities wish new ones constructed neighboring. In 2015, while the diminutive nation's major garbage dump gone its exhalation date, the garbage meltdown came to a chief. A motion named Thou Smell, in Arabic language Sesame at Rehitcom, put blood pressure on by the government to pure up the chaos. Tens of thousands of Lebanese responsible to You Smell's telephone call to outcry took to the gateway, several of the loudest chants named for the topple of by the government, and following atrocity ruined of, Lebanon's war was developed to the gateway. For months, the stench of decaying waste suspended above Beirut. At one spot, a mountain range of white's waste mine snaked for few kilometers on the town's major inland up eventually creature remote. With the days of Thou Smell, the issue of garbage has generally been remote of simple type, but it hasn't been allowed. About 900 outdoor landfills go on to suppurate, on to humane rights look. Lot of how garbage is creature burnt. But latter winter storms include driven the question behind to social focus. The garbage how washes downward the inland Kalb has rotated a one-day idyllic outing place in which, in several places, looks love a waste dumping. Johnny, a man in his previous 60s, surveys the stage in hopelessness. Ours household-driven meal there on Sundays and holidays, he recalls. We would sip water supply of the inland, pure water supply. And currently? I request. He's down there in front line of Thou, he responds, nodding to the spouting tan water supply, its banks studded in dark blue and white's plasticity mined suspended of branch and twisted in the high herb. The fuss sparked by images of the garbage-infested beaches has set off else circle of accuse and mutual recriminations amongst Lebanese political community, who surpass at thumb indicating but drop brief while it comes to solutions. One probable tool is to construct a gigantic incineration plant on the northern suburb of Beirut. To ecological engineering Jihad Abi Shakir, he's a decision nearly as bad as the issue he's designed to resolve. I believe how's the largest foolish judgment we can always do, he tells me as we choose our way about the nonsense on the bathing beach. They speak Thou, we're departure to get the incineration plant of Europe or of the state, or where? Affirmative, how's penalty, but in Europe and the state, they include really strict regulation on emissions. Who there is departure to warranty they aren't departure to be radiating dioxins and furans in the airborne. All of these are cancerogenic gases. Abi Shakir has been fight to pure up Lebanon's environmental with his youthful year. Time other clamp and complain about, he is hard to changing the nation's deep ingrained utilize and throw mind. Filming the chaos at our feet, I ask if down there is thing how can be made in all of the of year, he responds, collecting up 3 squashed, twisted plasticity bottles. The is named PT plasticity. The is one of the largest costly plastic you include, and the is completely recyclable, endlessly recyclable. The bathing beach, he added, has on $10,000 cost of recyclable plastic. And how's fair one little bathing beach amongst lot. The behalf Lebanon comes of the Phoenician speech for whites, seemingly a link to the snowy peaks of Install Lebanon, one day readily apparent of Beirut. Present the heavy tan smoke how hovers above the equity obscures the type of the mountains. The sea is flooded in waste in lot components and the nation's one day renowned beaches are a chaos. Maybe the period has go for Lebanon to changing its behalf.